The last few seasons, the Nets have really struggled, losing to the Bucks, Kyrie not getting back to play, Harden leaving out of frustration, injuries with KD, and being swept by the Celtics. I honestly had low expectations for them going into the season, but now, as I record this, they're sitting at the second seed with a 9-1 win-loss in their last 10 games. So have the Nets bounced back? And if they have, how? Well, the most obvious answer would be the coaching change. Steve Nash was a rookie coach despite KD fighting for him to be coach when moving to the Nets. However, KD then requested to have Steve Nash removed. I think one reason they wanted Nash as a newer coach is so that KD could have more say in the team. I've talked before about LeBron being a coach and GM for the Lakers, and it seemed KD was trying to do the same thing by making calls and was in on the conversation when trades came up. However, this obviously didn't work because it's hard to be both a player and a coach at the same time. Every team needs a coach that can settle disagreements between players and also notice the weaknesses and shortcomings of a team and work on them. But Steve Nash couldn't do that. So enter the new coach, Jacques Vaughn. Vaughn has a lot more aggression and backbone when handling the Nets roster, but also more importantly, he was able to recognize the Nets' weakness: defense. For the past several seasons, the Nets were trying to follow the trend of the NBA and make a strong, offensively focused team to simply outscore other teams fast and efficiently. And who can blame them? With a team of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, it's an easy decision to have the backcourt and KD to shoot as much as possible. Even with just Kyrie and KD, they combined to 50, 60, even 70 or 80 points together. However, they were still losing games. So with the addition of Ben Simmons and the removal of Harden, there should have been a shift in strategy. Even though Ben Simmons was coming off a negative hysteria, I had mentioned on the podcast before that Ben Simmons' defensive abilities and success should not be overlooked and forgotten by his offensive struggles. Yet, it seemed Nash failed to realize that. Vaughn has been putting Ben Simmons' defense to a more efficient use as well as Nick Claxton's. Last season, Nick Claxton's minutes were very inconsistent, having 30-minute nights mixed with many nights of not suiting up. Vaughn has played Nick a lot more this season, having about 8 more minutes a game on average. This has caused Claxton's points to increase, but again on the defensive end, having his steals slightly increase, but also his blocks per game over doubled and his rebounds also slightly increase. If we look at the Nets' defensive rating, in just a month after Steve Nash left, their defensive rating improved by over 10 points, which has led to these wins. If we look at the margin of victory for the Nets last season, most games were lost by 4 points, so allowing the team to score 10 less points is a huge improvement. Their offense has also improved as well. As I said, the team has new and better leadership to help the team chemistry, and now rather than focusing on 2 players, their offense is more diverse and well-rounded. They jumped from the 3rd worst defense in the league with a negative net rating of -6.7 to the 9th best defensive team with a net rating of 5.3. The Nets will still have their fair share of struggles this season that they have to navigate, such as KD suffering from an MCL injury. However, they have a good trajectory. If the Nets continue their defensive success and continue to have confidence in Vaughn, they could be back in the playoffs where they were with Harden, but just with a different approach. Are the Nets capable of making a deep playoff run again this season? I guess we just gotta wait and see.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.